morning, everyone. This is Sarah Zdeb with JP and Associate Realtors Carolina Living. I am coming to you today, beautiful, fantastic Friday morning in the Carolinas. Gorgeous, gorgeous weather. Super excited to come to you on this Friday. This is part 4 of our 5-part series in building relationships for our Carolina Carpool CE. So welcome. I know some of you have been asking me questions, so let's go over what we've done so far. So far we have talked about why relationships are really important and what does it mean to have important people around you. We've also gone through the Costco analogy, value. Why is value so important, right? It's not being the cheapest in town. It's not even being the most expensive in town. It's really having that best value. And so, that the Costco analogy went over the value and how you can get better quality for a lower price, and it really truly is possible every single day, not just in the real estate world. So today I want to go over with you more so on, people ask me how do you do something like this? How do you get this far? Well, let's go over the relationships. Because it takes a village, and I've said that before. You need to surround yourself by great people. Not everybody has the same strengths as everybody else. So we need to surround ourselves with really amazing people who will, really lift us up and empower us. People who actually are very selfless in what they do. And those kinds of people will actually come together and build a foundation. There are some people that, we all have different personalities and different communication types. And there are some people that they can't let go. They have to have control. It brings them anxiety when they don't. And that's fine. That's your personality type. There are other people who could just, throw care to the wind and do whatever, and that's fine too. That's your personality type, right? But it's really bringing a blend of people together. There are some people that have to help others learn to let go, and some that have to help others learn to maybe take a little bit more control over what they're doing and care a little bit more sometimes. Maybe not even care, but focus on the details a little bit more, just maybe pay a little bit more attention. And that way both sets of people will grow together faster, right? So today, that's what I want to emphasize. I want to emphasize on, the different personality types that we have, and really watching out for how does someone communicate. That person probably didn't mean to cut you off when they were driving. Maybe they were, upset about something that happened that morning. Maybe their kids really gave them a hard time getting out the door. You just never know, right? That person really could be having a bad day. So today I want you to think about letting go. Think about giving grace, because that's really super important. But things come up in our transactions all the time. And as really good professional realtors, we know that it's not our emotions that are involved. We have a lot of other people that we have to deal with. And so learning to know those communication styles, knowing how to diffuse someone who might be really, really upset because they just don't understand. Maybe it isn't a big deal. Maybe it's something that we do see all the time. Maybe it's very customary for something here in Charlotte, to have come up on an inspection report. But maybe it's not customary somewhere else in the country. And so they think it might be a really big deal. Well, that's fine. It's your job to just take that deep breath. Sit down with them, diffuse the situation, help them understand, because that's where we need to come from, not just in a real estate transaction, but in the world. Everybody's got stuff going on. Give people a little grace. A really good analogy for this is offense is an action, but being offended, that's a decision. So, when we're working together as professionals, we have the choice to be offended and to allow others to offend us. That's a decision that we get to make. And so I encourage you today to really stop and think about the choices that you're making. It's a mindset, and that will help you build more relationships. If you if you really stop and think about it, you know, we all get to make the choice of whether or not we're going to be happy in the morning, whether or not we're going to, you know, be even as silly as, you know, it comes down to like you know, am I going to straighten my hair today or curl my hair today? These are all little choices that we make. So change your mindset, change your way of thinking, you know, and start building relationships. Start saying, you know, that person probably didn't mean to offend me. Because when you give grace and you see people from the opposite side, maybe walking a little bit in their shoes or figuring out a little bit more about their story, you'll find you can build a lot more deeper relationships. And I'm really proud of the relationships that I've built over the years that have gotten us to this beautiful JPAR Carolina office that we have, and all the tools and technology that we offer. And again, that comes down to value. We have the value, and it's because we're building relationships and we really, really care about who we partner with, and making sure that we see both sides of the story. So hope everyone has a fantastic Friday. Love you all. Lots of grace today as you go through, because TGIF stands for The Grind Includes Friday. So have a good one.